We're always eager to buy into this idea of learning English while having fun. There's nothing wrong with that. We want to make our English learning process as entertaining and as enjoyable as it can be. Now, with that said, you'd be surprised to discover how much you can actually endure boring learning activities that you know they can be effective when you truly embrace them and you start to engage with those learning activities. I'd even tell you that when you stick with that boring activity for long enough, you'll start to see some positive results and you'll start to appreciate it as something that's actually not that boring. That actually happened to me, and I'll talk about just one example. I could mention many more. It happened to me when I had to learn the International Phonetic Alphabet, also known as IPA. So I wasn't really excited about learning this. I wasn't excited to learn IPA at all. Like, for me, were these weird symbols that I knew represented sounds in English and how words are pronounced. But I wasn't really excited about the idea of studying that and learning that. At the same time, I knew that I had to learn that if I wanted to pass some of the exams that were within the curriculum of my English teaching program in college. So I thought, boring or not, I have to embrace learning IPA, learning these symbols, whether I like it or not. I had to do it. So here's what I did. Every morning, immediately after waking up, before even getting off the bed, I spent 10 minutes looking at these IPA symbols and, playing the sounds that correspond to each one of these symbols. And I was looking at examples and I was doing different things, but I was really focused on that just for 10 minutes right after waking up. And in the beginning, it was a bit tedious and, to your point, boring. But by day 3 of this process that lasted 2 weeks, 14 days, I was already kind of enjoying it. So when you connect your desire to master fluency in English with your vision of who you want to become in the future, you can appreciate that not everything needs to be learn English with songs and learn English with video games, learn English and always be entertained and stimulated. Not everything should be like that. And when you are serious about improving your English, your attitude is one of, whatever it takes, I will improve. I'm not saying you should quit having fun and just do all the boring stuff. That's not a good idea either. What I'm saying is, don't be afraid to drop your smartphone and include 10, 20, even 30 minutes per week doing things that are considered a bit more boring, whether that's for learning something new, absorbing new information, or engaging in some kind of skill practice. And let me bring this point home with the following. We live in a world of such constant screen stimulation that boredom, especially if it's off screen, can be a real game changer in your English learning journey. I'm just saying, you'll be surprised at the results you get by embracing a few of these quote-unquote boring strategies for your learning.